Hey everybody, 3KO Games here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video. The Night of the Moth Alliance event is back. Alliance Quest is here, and that means we've got probably a new Moth hero. So, let's skip this and jump into the summon gate. Yep, there we go. Check him out. He's like a levitating moth. Well, I guess moths fly, but he still looks like he's levitating. Got a big old, like, ninja hat and thing. Pretty cool looking guy. I like this guy. There he is, 5-star blue monk, so he gets a chance to resist status ailments, and his name is Tealmoine? Sure, I'm going to go with Tealmoine. 1169 team power. Which is the highest in the game right now. And thank you again to SG for kind of slowing that creep up just a little bit. So we're ticking up one every couple weeks. The Moth family bonus, that Moth dust, is pretty handy. At the start of every turn, we cast Moth dust to a random enemy for 2, 3, or 4 turns, depending upon if you have 1, 2, or 3 heroes. That Moth Dust is 10% mana generation down, which is not the biggest deal in the world. But if that Moth Dust is cleansed or removed, the target falls asleep and receives plus 60% increased damage while sleeping. And that's the kind of weak sleep thing. So you hit them with one tile and they'll wake up again. But if you time it right, they can stay asleep, or you can hit them and get increased damage. Additionally, really, it's like the cleansing thing to make them fall asleep. That is great. Or you go in during Equalizer, and the Moth Dust is removed when Equalizer is up. Boom, and now we've got an enemy that's asleep. So that's pretty great. I have learned, though, be careful with Moth family people against glass costumes, because they're hitting somebody every turn with that Moth Dust. And that Moth Dust can be reflected, and suddenly you kind of forget, and suddenly you're asleep, and that's no fun. So anyway, a little thing about the Moth family bonus. The passive is just a chance to dodge. 10% chance to dodge special skills. Not normal attacks, not tile attacks, but special skills. That has worked for me quite a few times. It's only a 10% chance, but when it works, it's pretty awesome. All right, if you double limit break Tealmoine, he's going to get a Bulwark Ether talent, which is 15% defense up at the start of the battle, plus 1% increase every time they are hit for 6 turns. Nice little defense up type Ether talent. Now let's take a look at the special skill called Bizarre Mist. It's at fast speed, so already I like it a lot. We are going to steal all dispellable buffs from the target and randomly distribute them to allies. So we're only doing it to 1, but it's a fast speed special. So then that target falls into deep sleep. I haven't seen this before. Receives plus 80% damage while they're in deep sleep. The other sleep is 60% up. This is 80% up, so that's nice. And deep sleep means the character cannot gain mana or attack. That's the same. The character in deep sleep is woken up once it takes 500 damage. That's so annoying about the regular sleep that like one, even an off-color tile that hits for 1 is still going to wake them up. But you might even get an on-color tile in there, or 1 turn of a status ailment depending upon the hero, and they're still asleep. I assume that's 500 damage in total, not 500 in a turn, so you couldn't just keep chipping away. But that's pretty great. Of course, we're still only doing this to 1, but fast speed and last bullet point recovers 30% health for all allies. I think that's great. You're getting a fast speed 30% healer. Plus this deep sleep and dispellable buff steal. from 1. Excellent hero. With the health recovery, I'm not mad that we are only hitting 1 person. Because you can always use a healer, and this is a healer that's useful in more ways than 1. That's Tealmoine, everybody. I got 1 coin pull. So let's do a superstition or 2. All right, 3-star troop. And let's try this one right here, see what happens. Not the right color. Rose petite. All right. Well, anyway, those are my thoughts about this new Moth. What do you think? Tell me down below. Let me know if you are doing some pulls and you got any luck. But I thank you for checking out the video today, everybody. And we'll see you next time.